All right, this is the solo entitled Country Gardens, and I'm going to play this on the clarinet, or actually teach a lesson using the clarinet, but whether you're playing this on saxophone, flute, trumpet, trombone, what have you, these would be good pointers for you. The first thing we want to do is to make sure that we're observing everything that's written on the page. If you're playing for a judge, like solo and ensemble, that judge is going to have this music in front of him or her. And the articulations are very important, the dynamics are important, the note links. That's the biggest thing that I see when I judge solo and ensemble are note links, especially with younger players. Make sure that you bring in or inhale enough air into your lungs so that you can play at least 8 counts without taking a breath. So if we look at measure 7, we have 4 quarter notes in a row, and we want to make sure all 4 of those notes are the same length, like so. Not like this. Okay? And the reason for that is that the reason why people cut the note off short is they've run out of air. Well, don't run out of air when you get to measure 7. Take in enough air before you get to 7 so that you will not run out of air. Okay? And take a look, make sure that you're playing the quarter note, the dotted quarter note, followed by an 8th note correctly in measure 8. Okay? Dotted quarter notes receive 1.5 counts. We're going to think 2 because 99% of the time you're going to play an 8th note after the dotted quarter. So think 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, and 3, and, or what have you. So don't let that be a stumbling block. Okay, so the main melody from the very beginning will sound like so. Okay, then you keep going. 1, 2, and 3, 4, bum, ba da dum. Hey, guess what? It's the same thing twice. So the first 4 measures starting at 5 and the second 4 measures starting at 9 is simply the same thing. Okay? Then we switch up just a little bit when we get to 13. 13 takes the melody in a different direction. A little more difficult. Don't cut the 4th note off, the 4th beat off in 13 or 14. Here's what young players do. They'll go. And why? Because they're trying to gasp for air. Take in enough air so that you can play both of these measures without taking in another breath. So. Take a breath, ba-da-dee, then you keep on going, okay, with the melody. So, takeaway from this part of the lesson, breathing is very important. Take in enough air. Play for 8 counts without taking a breath. Make sure that all of the notes that are the same length, all of the quarter notes especially, are played at the same length. Don't cut off the quarter notes that are on beat 4. That's a no-no. Don't do it. Okay. So, we go on, we play a little bit different at 21. And then we go on with the same melody, just like the beginning. Okay, so I won't go over that. Dynamics. Here's one that'll score you some points at solo and ensemble. 29 to 30 is like an echo. Moderately loud, soft. So, same thing twice, but one's in the foreground and one's in the background. So 29 to 30 would be. Okay, So make sure that you make a big difference, a big contrast between 29 and 30, and then we bring it up at 31. So we've got 29 to 31, will sound like this. Etc., etc. I think I botched that one part. Bum, 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 A up to D. Now that's on clarinet. It'll be a different note for sax or flute or what have you. Okay, so beyond that, more the same, more the same. I would take out the 2-bar break from 39 to 40, just omit that, and I would also omit the 2-bar break at 43 to 44. So if we play from 37 and beyond, I would play it like this. Now I will say this, that's if you were playing it without the CD or without the piano player. If you've got an accompanist, by all means, you're going to have to continue to have the 2-bar break in there, or if you're playing with a CD. If you're not, play it down, start at 5, take out the two 2-bar breaks. All right, takeaways: breathing, note lengths, articulation, and dynamics. Okay, so have fun preparing this, have a blessed day, and keep on enjoying music.